as we know, one of the most anticipated games is coming out this year. And I'm not talking about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm talking about Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. Now, given the most recent games that have come out this year, it has me a little worried for Spider-Man 2. One of those games being Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, Star Wars Jedi Survivor came out on both console and PC. Now, the problem I'm about to talk about wasn't as bad on console, but it was really bad on PC. Not only did you have to download over 100 gigabytes worth of content, the FPS for the game wasn't great. When PC players first started playing the game, they noticed that the game was running a little choppy, a little slower. That's because it was running at 30 to 40 frames. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if it was on a PS4 or an Xbox, but we're talking about a PC, where for a game that's $70, it should at least run at a good 60 frames. But it didn't. It was running at a maximum of 40 frames and then going all the way down to 20. Like, it was bad. Now, I'm not saying it's a horrible game. No game is perfect when it first comes out, but when it was this, unoptimized for PC, you got a problem. Now let's talk about bugs and glitches. When a new game comes out, there's always going to be some bugs and some glitches, but with Jedi Survivor, the bugs and glitches were game-breaking. People couldn't get into the game because it was crashing so much. Some people could also not defeat bosses because they were, glitching out and not working the way they were supposed to. And it's frustrating because you're trying to enjoy a game and it's not even working. Now, Jedi Survivor didn't even have it the worst. A most recent game that was really bad when it first came out was a game called Redfall. You're also, again, paying $70, but this time it was flip-flopped. Now, it worked well on PC, retaining a good 60 frames per second, but on an Xbox Series X, it could only go to 30 frames per second. And that wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't an Xbox Series X, but it was. And it wasn't running as well as it should have been on a next-gen console. And you're paying $70 for it. $70 to run a 30 frames per second game on an Xbox Series X. Now, don't get me wrong, I have complete and utter trust in Sony and Insomniac, because they have made Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and those games were phenomenal. I am beyond excited for Spider-Man 2, but I don't want it to end up like these games. I really don't, and I know they're working hard, and I know that they will deliver, but what if it ends up the same way? And I don't want that to happen. I've always loved the Spider-Man games by Insomniac. They have been replayable and fun, and that's all I want. But seeing how new games have released, it kind of worries me for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 has been said to be a PS5 exclusive, so it won't be held back by the PS4. And that's a good thing, because they can use the PS5's capabilities to its fullest, and they can implement that into the game. They can do so much more with the controller, and using all the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers, and they can just do so much cool stuff that we haven't even seen from the PS5 yet. And that gets me excited for this game. And I want them to do good by it. I really do. And I hope that it doesn't turn out like how these launches of new games have been turning. I can't wait to see more from Spider-Man 2. Last time we saw anything was from all the way back in 2021, where we actually got a trailer. And most recently, we got a comic book on Free Comic Book Day. And it's a prequel comic where we get to learn more about what Miles and Peter and MJ have been doing before Spider-Man 2. And that technically means marketing has started, but it started slowly. There's supposed to be a PlayStation showcase either later this month or early next month, and it's supposed to have a new trailer. And I am beyond excited for this trailer to see how Venom has been doing, how the story's gonna go, and everything about Spider-Man. It excites me, and I can't wait for this trailer to come out. Now, I could just be worrying for nothing, and that's not gonna happen at all, and the game's gonna be freaking amazing. What do you guys think is gonna happen? Because I, personally, hope to God this game is beautiful, and I think it will.